Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, this is EAJ-Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Eskow.
Jeff
Doing bad time. Doing bad time. Got myself a problem.
Looking for the
inside track on everything sports, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Sports World Radio, the fastest 2 hours of sports talk on the internet with your hosts, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann.
Hey, welcome to Sports World Radio. Glad everybody could be with us today. We got another jam-packed show for you guys here on the Thursday edition of Sports World Radio. Gonna have a lot of fun today. Hope you guys are ready for it because I know I am. It's gonna be a blast. Let's get all the particulars out of the way, and then we'll get on with the show. We'll get the co-host in here, and we'll get on with this crazy thing we call Sports World Radio. You can listen to Sports World Radio on SportsWorldRadio.com each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. on the West, and if you live in the Central,
figure it out.
Figure it out. Wow, check you out, man. Blasting out there. Figure it out. That's right. So, every single day, SportsWorldRadio.com's the place to be. We have our own chat room over there as well at SportsWorldRadio.com. So all you got to do is just go over there and hang out with us at SportsWorldRadio.com. That's it. That's all you got to do. Is you click the button over there. It says, just click live. It says live right now. Click it. Boom. You'll be chatting away with us, and the chat room's right underneath the player, so you can start chatting away with us. That's right, boys and girls. Get ready. SportsWorldRadio.com is back. Also want to say hello to our sister station, JockJournal.com. Don't forget to go over there and check out their writers. They got some great pieces over there, okay? Talking about the Carolina Panthers. You got Chip Mabry talking about the Carolina Panthers. You got Garrett Moore talking about the Carolina Panthers. You got a lot of people over there talking about the Carolina Panthers. You got our good friend Thea, who did a Detroit Lions story. Check that out. She's hanging out in the chat room with us all the time as well. So check out JockJournal.com, our sister station. All right, let's get all the particulars out of the way. Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio is the place to like our Facebook page. Over there, head on over there, like our Facebook page. Pinned right to the top of our Facebook page is our petition. So sign it so you can get me and Skip Bayless in a sports debate. That's right. Sign that damn thing, will ya? I want to take him on and just prove to the world how much he doesn't really know about sports. Twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio and Twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. Also, don't forget to sign up for our sports shorts over at SWRSportshorts.com/SWRshorts. That's SWRSportshorts.com/SWRshorts. And listen to every single conversation we have during the commercial breaks. I'm telling you, they are a blast. They're a lot of fun. We have all the way up until August. Is all in there from March until August. It's great stuff. Head on over there. Sign up. It's only $5 a month right now, so you better hurry up and sign up today at SWRSportshorts.com/SWRshorts. Now, don't forget, the NFL season starts today. Okay? You want to play in our NFL Pick'em pool? You only got a couple of hours to get in. Send an email to swrshow@gmail.com. That's swrshow@gmail.com. In the subject line, put in Pick'em, and I'll send you the invitation. We just had 5 or 6 new people jump in. We got a whole bunch of the Jock Journal writers jumping on in our NFL Pick'em. I'm throwing the gauntlet out to every single one of you Jock Journal writers. You think you guys are tough? You think you guys know what the heck you're talking about? Sports World Radio's throwing the gauntlet out to Jock Journal. I want all their writers to join our NFL Pick'em pool and see if they can beat myself, the co-host Sean, the producer of the show Josh. Let's see how good you really are at picking games, you writers over there at Jock Journal. So send me an email to swrshow@gmail.com. In the subject line, put in pick 'em. I'll send you the invitation. Do it before the season starts tonight. Otherwise, you're going to be out a point already. So hurry up and send those emails. Don't forget to give us a call at 619-663-3715. 619-663-3715 is the number to get in touch with us here at Sports World Radio. You can also reach us via Skype at Sports World Radio Show. Give us a call. Tell us what you're thinking. If you agree with us or disagree with us, swrshow@gmail.com is another way to get in touch with us. There's many ways to get in touch with us, so don't be afraid. We won't bite your head off. 619-663-3715 is the number. All right, let's get in the co-host of this crazy, crazy sports show, Sean Mann, the update man. What's going on there, my friend?
I'm doing good, Jeff. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Sports World Radio on this Thursday, September 10th, 2015. It's 6:09 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 3:09 p.m. on the West. Weather right now is about 79 degrees and sunshiny out here in Hayden, Idaho. So I'm doing good. How are you, Jeff? And I know the AC is on, so I know what that means for the weather in San Diego.
Yeah, I got the AC on, but the only problem is, my friend, it's freaking disgusting outside.
I believe it. With the fact that San Diego's got a heat wave, it's understandable.
Well, we got a hurricane out in the ocean, and it's bringing in all that freaking disgusting, cloudy, humidity, hot heat crap that it brings, and it looks like it's going to rain, but it just doesn't, and it's really smoking hot. It's got to be close to 100 degrees out here, man. It's terrible.
Ugh, boy, I believe it. Other than that, how are you?
I'm doing great. Having a great day and trying to stay cool. As you can hear, I got the air conditioner on. I'm trying to stay cool. It's just freaking smoking hot out here, man.
And, of course, tonight, as you pointed out, is opening night. The NFL season begins. Good luck to all 32 teams that are going to go for one thing. One team wants to come out at the end with the Super Bowl trophy. So we've got a long season to go until the first Sunday in February of next year. So everybody enjoy it. And I'll be ready for the NFL Real Talk and, of course, the Pick'em.
Yeah, don't forget we got an NFL Real Talk show Saturday night, 9 o'clock on the East, 6 o'clock on the West. Join us for that. Don't forget to get into our NFL Pick'em. Send an email to swrshow@gmail.com. In the subject line, put in Pick'em. You better do it quickly. The season starts tonight. All right, let's get into the first topic of the day, you rat bastard.
I believe you said we got 16 participants already in.
Yes, we do. In fact, you know what? Let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 16.
I've already got my picks already done for a couple of weeks.
We just got somebody else that joined. Make it 17.
Great. Probably that's good that we're getting a lot more participants. All right, Ryan.
Yeah, there's 17. There's 17 in there right now, and Kenny C hasn't joined yet, and he's on his way joining. So we'll have close to 20 people when it starts, which is great.
You got it. Okay, Ryan Stick a Blazing update for his story. He said that Jeff Eskow, you're nothing but a joke and a half of a sports host.
Why do you keep saying that? I'm the only one who's got a microphone in front of me. I don't see one in front of you, you jackass.
He adds a little bit more to that. He says, Ryan Stick a Blazing says, you know what? If you're such a tough guy, you should let me in the chat room since you're the equal opportunity ripper.
I am letting you in the chat room. Go over to SportsWorldRadio.com and start chatting away, you jackass.
Gosh.
What's the problem? Go over to SportsWorldRadio.com and start chatting away. I'm sitting in there right now waiting for you. Come on, bitch.
Or is he too chicken to come on in?
He's chicken. I got a better idea, Mr. Dick. Why don't you dial 619-663-3715? Pick up your phone, you cheap bastard, and dial 619-663-3715. And come on the air. How about that?
Ryan Stick a Blazing adds more. He said that jockjournal.com website is lame with terrible and miserable sports writers.
Yeah? That's because he's jealous. He's
That's
just
why-
jealous of what's going on here at Sports World Radio and JockJournal.com. You jealous bastard, you.
Ryan Sticka Blazing said that Josh Lopez is the worst producer sports guy in the world.
He's pissed off that Josh Lopez is still producing the best and fastest sports talk radio show on the internet, and he doesn't have a show for Josh to produce for him. How about that? He's just jealous.
Ryan Sticka Blazing said that me, Sean Mann, needs to be ashamed of being a Patriots fan. How can I be ashamed? The Patriots won the Super Bowl this year. I have nothing to be ashamed about. I stick with them to the end. I don't have nothing to be ashamed about. If anybody who needs to be ashamed, it's you, because you know what, Ryan Sticka Blazing? You need to stop your emails to Josh and leave Josh alone, leave Jeff alone. Just quit your complaining and whining.
So you
You're
want to know
upset.
for a fact? You want to know something? You
Yeah.
want to know something? I know for a fact that Ryan Blazing is listening to this show live. You know how I know that?
Mhm.
Because the son of a bitch just showed up in the Sports World Radio chat room. That's how I know he is listening to us live right now.
Ryan Sticka Blazing said that Frank Sprankle is annoying. You know what Frank's reply would be? Thank you, Ryan Sticka Blazing. That's a compliment.
Frank likes that. And you know what, Ryan Sticka Blazing? Or you know what? Ryan Blazing? He's going to be on the show today in the second hour. So get ready for some more Frank Sprankle.
Ryan Sticka Blazing said that Sports World Radio can't win in a debate against First Take. It's useless.
No, it's not useless. I'll take Skip Bayless down like the little bitch that he is. I just want to let everybody know. Ryan Blazing, listening to us live right now, he is on SportsWorldRadio.com in the chat room right now. So for those of you that are hanging out in all their other chat rooms, you want to come over to Sports World Radio and hang out in this chat room over here and start ripping Ryan on this chat room? Be my guest.
Ryan Sticka Blazing said that Jeff can rip him all he wants. He's still no Skip Bayless or Colin Cowherd. He's useless.
Okay, so Ryan is saying, Fobo tough guy, you're damn right. Josh Lopez sucks. How can you expect to grow when you have that loser in your squad?
Hey, don't pick on Josh like that,
I
idiot.
hate to tell you something, but Josh Lopez put together last month, we did interviews up the yin-yang, and there was only one person that can take the credit for that, and that's Josh. Josh is doing what Josh is supposed to be doing, okay? Josh works on this gig more than you work on anything in your life. Hey, what's up, Nash? Nash is even over in the Sports World Radio chat room right now. So now, not only do you have me over there, Ryan, but now you got the owner of Jock Journal in there. What do you got to say? Huh? He's awful quiet right now. He's not saying nothing.
He's awful
Nothing.
quiet.
He's not saying a damn thing.
The guy needs an enema.
You
Good
tell
point,
him,
Shabba.
That's right. He needs a bad enema. He needs an enema. You know what he needs? He needs a coffee enema. Hey, Ryan, since you are in the Sports World Radio chat room, I want you to do me a favor. In fact, I want all you guys to do me a favor that's hanging out on SportsWorldRadio.com right now. Look to your right. You'll see a thing that says Pages. Right under there, you'll see that says NFL Division Survey. Click it and take the survey. Let's see how smart you really are, Ryan. Ryan says he's a loser. He's a wrestling fan. How can you have a wrestling fan as a producer of a sports show? I will win that Pick'em League, by the way. Go Colin Cowherd.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, is there a way I can block this dick from a Sports World Radio chat room?
Oh, now
How
Jeff
awesome
wants
would
you-
that be?
You want to kick him off right now? Just
How
to
great would
come
that
in.
be? I think there's a way to do it, but I don't want to piss him off totally. I want him to have a little bit. I want him to have a little bit of say. So if he's
Yeah.
got to have his say in the Sports World Radio chat room, then let him have his say at SportsWorldRadio.com in the chat room. Ooh, tough guy. I am. You know what you are? You know what you are, Ryan? You're a keyboard tough guy. That's what you are. You sit behind your keyboard and you type away. You're a keyboard tough guy. You don't have the balls to call the show. 619-663-3715. You don't have the balls. You're a keyboard tough guy. Me, I got a microphone in front of me, so I speak what I think. Just like Sean and just like Josh. I bet you Josh right now is biting at the bits, dying to get on the show right now. I bet you he's dying to get on the show right now. And he knows all he's got to do is call in, and he's on in 2 seconds.
And Ryan Stick of Blazing, you know, for you to call me a nerd and a loser and a guy who has no life, I actually do have a life.
He spends his whole day, every day, hating on people. And I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Ryan, Mr. Blazing. I'm going to tell you something. The more you bash this show, the more you talk about Sports World Radio, the more you talk about jockjournal.com, you know what's going to happen? I hate to tell you something, but ever since you've been bashing Sports World Radio, I know for a fact our listenership has gone up.
Yes, it has.
Ever since you started bashing jockjournal.com, you know what's happened? Your readership has gone up. So you know what I got to say to you? You keep doing what you're doing, bitch, because you're doing a great job at it. So thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You just keep bashing us and bashing us and bashing. If you don't like us, if you hate this show so much, why do you listen to us? You know why? Because you want to hear what we're going to say next. That's why. He says, I'll get my revenge when that loser of a producer of yours is fired. Well, guess what? There's only one person that can fire him. And he's speaking right now. And guess what? He got no plans on firing him anytime soon. You'll be unemployed longer than Josh will get fired. How about that? If you're sitting around waiting for Josh to get fired from Sports World Radio, you're going to be out of work, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Way out of work. Nash says on SportsWorldRadio.com, Ryan, you're a motivation to these guys. You make them better. You are the Lex Luthor to Superman, the Tom to Jerry. We appreciate you. Way to go, Nash.
Yeah, so you can just sit there behind your phone or behind your computer and talk behind our backs when you realize that it isn't going to help you. Why don't you get off your butt and go find yourself a job? Otherwise, if you know how to do it, if you know how to fill out an application and look for a job or something.
Ryan goes, because I take notes when it comes to things not to do on sports radio.
Oh, jeez.
So why do you listen to Colin Cowherd? Why do you listen to Skip? Why do you like Skip so much? The man who doesn't do his own research. And I'll prove it to you in 2 statements that he made on his freaking show. One statement saying that he played okay against the San Diego Chargers in their first preseason game. Well, hey, schmuck! He didn't play at all. He was on the sidelines holding the clipboard, sending in plays. He didn't even suit up. Do your own research. Get it right. Then he said, oh, Tony Romo played really well. Really well? He went 1 for 1 minus 1. That sucks.
And even Skippy screwed up there, Ryan Stick of Blazing, about how Romo started against the Chargers when, in fact, he was on the bench in the exhibition game back on August 13th, probably, I believe it was. Yeah.
He goes, I'll be the bad guy because Sean Mann is the nerd of all nerds and Jeff Eskow is a fake tough guy. Fake tough guy? You're the keyboard tough guy. I'm the one with the microphone.
Really, I'm a nerd. Yeah, nice one. I didn't know you were a nerd, Ryan Stickablazing. That's nice. I'm glad you called yourself a nerd.
That's
Rick.
You know what, Sean? You should take that as a compliment. He's calling you.
I do.
He's calling you a sports nerd. I consider you a sports nerd because you're a stats guy, right?
Pretty much.
And I consider you the sports nerd of Sports World Radio. You're the stats guy. I love that about you. That's right. That's right. Exactly right, Ryan. He goes, everybody makes mistakes. Nobody is perfect. And that includes you too, bitch. That includes you too.
It is 3:23 p.m. Pacific time, which is 6:23 p.m. Eastern time. We move to our first story of the day as we move into the NFL. The New York Jets, with the Geno Smith incident, well, Ikampala to be suspended 4 games for punching Geno Smith.
Really?
The NFL today has announced, ladies and gentlemen, that Buffalo Bills linebacker Ikampala for the first 4 games of the season will be suspended because of the punching he did toward Jets quarterback Geno Smith. A person familiar with the decision has told the Associated Press.
Wow. Took him quite a while to get that done, didn't it?
That's the point. The point is, when we talk about disciplinary action, I've always said that Roger Goodell does not handle disciplinary action very well. So that was maybe expected because that over a $600 debt.
Hey, Shaba, I need to read this. This is coming directly from Ryan on SportsWorldRadio.com's chat room. Shaba is a homer as much as Sean is, by the way. Nobody cares about the Saints and Katrina anymore. That's a direct quote from Ryan to you, my friend Shaba.
I'm a homer too. Oh, you're full of it. I have done much better than I used to. Give me a break.
I love having the SportsWorldRadio.com chat room now. See, I didn't kick you out, Ryan. You're allowed in here. You keyboard tough guy, you. And I can't believe it took Roger Goodell this long to suspend Key.
I'd be amazed to see what he comes up with in regards to the the NFL, how can we say it? Like the NFL press conference, like he did last year in September. There will be a lot of questions about Deflategate. There will be a lot of questions about other players who are getting in trouble. I don't know what's happening with the football in general. When you think about how rough this week has been for football, you've had 2 high school students that got in trouble for attacking the referee and the head judge in a high school game last Friday night. And now you've had the NFL, which has been a disaster. College football, not too much, but there's been some incidents too. It just seems like high school, college, and the pros is looking really, really bad these days.
It's all the same crap.
You're seeing stuff happening left and right. Yeah, same old crap, but
It's all the
players
same
need to
crap.
cut this crap out and realize you have a chance to go far in the National Football League and have a chance to make millions of dollars and then get the chance to go to Super Bowls and win. But if you're going to go and get in trouble for domestic violence, for rape, for other things where you're going to get suspended or fined or maybe permanently banned from the NFL, that will haunt you and it'll damage your reputation. And then you have to make sure never to do it again and learn your lesson because it's really, really sad, Jeff, how the NFL is these days. The NFL is becoming like the no fun league, I guess is what you would call it, with all these incidents that are happening.
That's what it's called, the no fun league. Hey, Ryan, keyboard tough guy. You want to play in our pick'em pool? Send me an email to swrshow@gmail.com. In the subject line, put in pick'em. I'll send you the invitation. I want to see how good you are. Keyboard tough guy. Come on, bitch. Let's see. The defending champ is the co-host of the show, Sean.
That's right.
He's
I'm right
the
here.
defending champ. Come on, bitch. Put your freaking balls where your mouth is. swrshow@gmail.com. You want to play in our pick'em pool? Send an email to swrshow@gmail.com. Subject line, pick'em. I'll send you the invitation to play. Come on. That goes for anybody.
It is 27 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, after the hour on this Thursday, the 10th of September, 2015. We go back a little bit to Geno Smith. Geno Smith is expected to miss at least the first 4 games of the regular season, recovering from the injury. He has no plans to file charges against Ikampala, which is a good thing. Let him serve his suspension and get this thing over with, and don't ever put up with the situation again. And then I say with the Jets, in regards to Geno, he comes back and he's 100% healthy. I probably would still say stay with Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think Ryan Fitzpatrick this year will make a difference for a Jet team that I don't have very much high expectations for, because I picked them to be 7-9 this year. The Jets do not have an answer for their offense. I think their offensive line is in too much trouble as far as the quarterback, but you got to go with somebody who's got experience instead of Geno Smith, who's been an absolute disaster.
Geno Smith, an absolute disaster.
Pretty much, because look at what he's done. He gets drafted in the NFL draft. He comes in there and he's expected to be good and be this big quarterback for the Jets, and then he just screws up, and the Jets just don't have what it takes to win.
No, listen. I said the whole time that I think Ryan Fitzpatrick's a better quarterback anyway.
Yep.
Okay, Geno Smith is out for at least 6 to 8 weeks minimum, right?
Right. He's going to be out for a while because of his jaw.
So if they're on a good streak and they're playing well, why even have him come back and play?
Right on.
That's why I'm telling you, Geno Smith probably won't be playing for the Jets this year unless Ryan Fitzpatrick gets hurt.
And I believe with our picks, let's see, I had them at 7-9, and Josh had them below 500, and Jeff, you had the Jets, I believe, at 5-11 this year.
Yeah.
You don't think?
I don't think I don't think they're going to be dynamite, but I could be proven wrong.
Right, but you have to remember, new coach, new offensive system for what the Jets have. I just don't think their expectations will be very good this year, because what do they have that can lead the team? Their defense improved, no question about it, with getting Darrelle Revis and Antonio Cromartie back on their team, but their defense needs work. And on that note, 30 minutes after the hour, we have to run to the first commercial break of the day.
You're listening to Jeff Escow Show, man, on
Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association's START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Eskow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. Hey, boys and girls, I just want to let everybody know, Mr. Blazing sent me an email to join the Pick'em League. I sent back the invitation for him to join the Pick'em League. So now we are just waiting for him to join the Pick'em League. Oh, and another thing is, he left the SportsWorldRadio.com chat room. Pussy. Can't handle the heat? Get out of the goddamn kitchen, bitch.
And don't let the door hit you on the behind on the way out.
That's right. That's right. What's our next topic, my friend?
All right, 33 minutes after the hour. The Giants and Eli Manning working out the final details of what will be a 4-year, $84 million extension. That means that Eli Manning will be the quarterback for another 4 years for the New York Football Giants, and I agree with this move big time because of all the things he has done. As a Patriot fan, I have to say, you have to give Eli props for what he has done with the Giants, winning 2 Super Bowls, and he wants to win more.
Let me ask you a question. If they don't re-sign him, who else are they going to have?
Don't know.
Exactly.
That's my answer.
And neither do they. That's why they got to re-sign him, because they don't have nobody. What, are they going to have, Nasbid? Yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, Eli has been really their big future for the Giants. He came in, I believe it was 2004, and then, of course, he won it in 2007 and 2011. Eli Manning's $21 million average in new money on the 4-year extension would rank him 4th among quarterbacks in the NFL, behind Aaron Rodgers, who made $22 million, Russell Wilson, $21.9 million, and Ben Roethlisberger, which was $21.85 million. So he's taking what we would consider probably less money, not like the big, gigantic contract, so it's like less money for more titles. Sometimes that's the way it works.
Hey, sometimes maybe he's taking less money so they can have more money to get more players and better players so they can win championships.
I agree, and I think that's one of the big things that the Giants need to be proud of. So, give the Giants a pat on the back because
kind of like a la Tim Tebow. I mean, not Tim Tebow, Tim Duncan.
Right.
Like Tim Duncan.
Kind of directly the opposite because Duncan Jeff wants to realize that he's probably got one more year in him, and he wants to see if he can get San Antonio on top of the world next year for the NBA Finals. Even though this is different because that's NBA we're talking about, and this is NFL.
Right.
But with Eli, yes, the Giants deserve a pat on the back. Then another big decision will be what's going to happen with Tom Coughlin. He has 1 year left, which is this year. Do they bring him back after this year? Time will tell what the Giants will want to do with Tom Coughlin.
We'll find out probably at the end of this year what the heck they're going to do with him.
Because the way I view it is that ever since Tom Coughlin took over as coach for the Giants, I think about the fact about how he has been under so much pressure sometimes. He's been under fire a lot. If the Giants aren't doing their job and winning, everybody says, the Giants aren't going to be the team that's good enough. It's time to let Tom Coughlin go. But no, the Giant players just reunite behind each other and say, let's fight for the coach. Let's fight for Coughlin and take care of business and win. And that's right, Shabba. If you look at 2011, the Giants that year went 9-7 and shocked everybody again when they upset a lot of big teams and won the Super Bowl. So you can't count them out, especially when everybody thinks the Giants are not so good, but then they surprise a lot of people.
Okay, Ryan Blazing has joined the Pick'em League.
He has.
Ryan Blazing is now in Sports World Radio's NFL Pick'em League.
Welcome aboard, Ryan Stick-a-Blazing. Prepare to lose. Shabba says, I like that, Shabba. Look at what happened to Jacksonville after Coughlin left there. When the Jaguars were so good, Shabba, that's exactly the point. They had Mark Brunell. They were always kind of a big threat in the late 1990s when Tom Coughlin was there. But then, after he left, Jacksonville, as we've always talked about now, went downhill. Then they had Jack Del Rio that got them to maybe a couple playoff appearances, but not very many. And the Jaguars have really never been the same since Coughlin left Jacksonville. So the Jaguars know how rough it's been since Tom Coughlin left. And then when Coughlin went to the Giants, that was
okay. What do you call them? Favorite. What do you call them? Say their names again.
Jaguars.
No. Come on, say it. What do you call them?
Jaguars.
You call them the Jaguars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
That's
what
right.
I call them Jaguars. You call them Jaguars?
Mm-hmm.
The hell's the matter with you?
So a good move by the Giants. The Browns, they made moves today, too. They waived Terrell Pryor after claiming Robert Turbin on waivers.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Robert Griffin.
No.
That would have been funny. Got
The
Robert Griffin and Johnny Manziel on the same team?
Oh.
Yeah, buddy.
See what happens with that. Maybe RG3 will be cut during the season. Who knows? The Browns waived Terrell Pryor on Thursday, 5 days after it appeared the quarterback-turned-receiver had beaten the odds by making the 53-man roster. Pryor was let go because the Browns were awarded former Seattle Seahawks running back Robert Turbin on waivers.
So they let him go. So now Pryor doesn't got a team to play for.
Nope. Maybe Dallas could go out and get Terrell Pryor. That's debatable.
Maybe. Go out and get Terrell. Let him be another wide receiver because God knows you're going to need another one.
Yeah, maybe that's what the Cowboys need because the Cowboys know that a lot of the games they won last year were because of DeMarco Murray. And with DeMarco Murray being there, that was the best thing for the Cowboys for a running back since Emmitt Smith. And then he left and went to Philly. And so I'm telling you, the Cowboys aren't a good team to watch this year. Expectations are probably so-so. But in Dallas, they have the belief that the Cowboys are back.
Yes. I don't believe that. One good year don't make a team. Don't make a season. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. You can't convince me otherwise.
So, yeah, Terrell Pryor's out there, Cowboys. There could be a number of teams out there going out to get Terrell Pryor. But now the Browns did a good thing today, bringing in a new running back with Robert Turbin, because Robert Turbin has been a player that has had the experience, especially with some of the great Seattle Seahawks teams. Turbin is recovering from a sprained ankle, though, and will miss a few weeks of time. He has been in the league 3 years and gained 928 yards on 231 carries with no touchdowns. He played behind Marshawn Lynch in his 3 seasons, during which he didn't miss a game.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, because he was playing behind Marshawn Lynch. He didn't get to play a lot.
Nope.
That's why he never missed a game, because he didn't get to play a lot, so he didn't get hurt.
That's true.
Right?
Yep.
That's the secret. Get behind a good player so you don't have to play and get hurt. You always get your money.
41 minutes after the hour. I kind of like the fact, though, Jeff, that before the season starts, you're seeing players that are either being cut or signed, realizing that coaches want to make sure that every NFL team sees a player get on that 53-man roster.
Yeah, and there's always some cuts after the 53-man roster gets set as well. There's always some cuts. Because just like what happened with Cleveland. They pick somebody off the waiver wire, and boom, now they're going to make a cut.
That's true. Another story I have at 42 minutes after the hour, Mark Teixeira to undergo an MRI on Friday. The Yankees first baseman will have an MRI on his bruised right shin, said Teixeira. He goes, quote, "I can't walk without pain yet," so that's kind of the first step.
Oh.
He has started one game and pinch hit another since he fouled a ball off his shin, which was August 17th. And Brian Cashman just pointed out yesterday or a few days ago, with the Yankees probably likely in the playoffs, it's very possible that Mark Teixeira will miss the entire season and postseason for the Yankees as he gets ready for next year.
Well, how much left is in the season? You say it like it's the beginning of the year, the entire season. What's left, 20 games?
Yeah, he's going to. Yeah, there's like 22 games remaining in the regular season.
Yeah, you say it like it's the entire season. No, there's only 20 games left.
I could say rest of the season.
There you go. Thank you.
I'll rephrase that. Rest.
There you go.
It comes at a time when the Yankees, of course, are battling with the Texas Rangers for that #1 American League wildcard spot. And it comes at a time that the Yankees are trying to overtake Toronto. And speaking of Toronto, they have a big 4-game series starting actually tomorrow because it was expected for tonight, but that game is called off because of rain, because it was postponed because of a rain that is going through the east right now, the East Coast.
Right. Yeah, they're getting hit pretty good with some good rain, huh?
Yeah.
I love this. They're postponing games. Isn't football supposed to be played in the rain and the snow?
Yes.
Well, I don't get it.
With baseball, they don't want to see a player get hurt and slide and get hurt with having to play in the rain.
I don't get it.
Sometimes I hate rain delays too, or when rain postpones the game, because then you have to play a day-night doubleheader, and it's big though too. This 4-game series between the Blue Jays and the Yankees, a lot on the line for it, because one team, the Blue Jays, go in there and take 3 out of 4 or sweep the Yankees. They're well on their way to winning the AL East. The Yankees maybe win 3 out of 4 or sweep the Blue Jays. That would put the Yankees in tremendous shape. So there's a lot at stake. However, but the Yankees need to realize that with losing Teixeira and losing Sabathia, I don't even expect them to be a team that's going to be a threat in the playoffs this year, because they don't have what it takes to be competitive. They don't have pitching, and their bullpen is still a problem too. And I think the Astros can beat them, the Blue Jays can, the Royals can. Yankees are not good enough to win in October. They're lucky to be where they're at right now.
Yes,
and on that note, we're at 45 minutes after the hour, Jeff. If you want to run to the first update, we can.
Let's run to our first update. This update is brought to you by JockJournal.com. Head on over to JockJournal.com and check out all the writers, their opinions, and the discussions on JockJournal.com. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the first update of the day.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. It is Thursday, September 10th, 2015, 45 minutes after the hour. Thursday night football. The NFL is back, ladies and gentlemen. The New England Patriots will raise their banner to the rafters, and they will host the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Patriots are trying to do something they haven't done since 2003 and 2004, and that would be to repeat as Super Bowl champions. The Steelers, meanwhile, are a team to watch out for, because they are a team that looks to hopefully try to have one of the best offenses in the league this year with Ben Roethlisberger. But, of course, when New England hosts Pittsburgh or plays the Steelers in Pittsburgh, the Patriots have had their way against them. Major League Baseball, of course, as mentioned few seconds ago, we have 2 finals from today. The Mariners, they play spoiler. They beat the Rangers today 5-0, as the Rangers are about a game ahead of the Twins for that second American League wild card. And, of course, the Rangers are chasing the Yankees. And speaking of Yankees, the Yankees-Blue Jays game tonight has been postponed tonight because of rain. The Rockies and the Padres this afternoon, that game goes to the Colorado Rockies by a score of 4-3. Other action tonight, the Cubs at the Phillies, Brewers at the Pirates, Tigers at Indians, Mets at Braves, and lastly, it'll be the Cardinals at the Reds. I am Sean Mann for the first update of the day. This update was brought to you by JockJournal.com. Ladies and gentlemen, please feel free to go on over to JockJournal.com and look at all the sports writers and hear their opinions and their views about this upcoming NFL season. When we come back from this commercial break and update, more sports talk with Jeff Eskow and Sean Mann. Followed at the top of the hour, we'll have Josh Lopez coming on and Frank Sprenkel. Be right back after this commercial break.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think.
Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hello there. I'm a famous actor. Pretty sure you know who I am. And when I want to know what's going on in the sports world, I tune into Sports World Radio.
She asked me maybe if I could share her sorrow.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday, right here on SportsWorldRadio.com, 6 o'clock on the East, 3 o'clock on the West, and if you live in the Central.
If you live in the Central, figure it out.
Coming up at the top of the hour is our good buddy who comes on the show every Tuesday and Thursday in the second hour, Frank Sprankle. And our producer will be coming on, Josh Lopez, to do some Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. So get ready for that in the second hour of the show. What do you got for me, bud?
All right, this is breaking news that's coming across for Sports World Radio today. The Philadelphia Phillies, they have announced that they have fired general manager Ruben Amaro Jr.
I saw that. I was watching that live. You know how I was watching that live?
How is that true?
I was watching it live on Periscope. How about that? Somebody was periscoping the, what do they call it? The firing interview
Yes.
of him? Yeah, somebody put it up on Periscope, and I was watching it on Periscope. It was pretty cool.
50 minutes after the hour. This was a big decision the Phillies made. I was expecting it because everybody knew, and I had a feeling too, Jeff, before the season started, that the Phillies were mainly going to have a rebuilding year, that this was going to be a year that was not going to be so good for the Philadelphia Phillies. Remember, for the first half of the season, Phillies had arguably one of the worst road records in baseball. You have to give the Phillies props, though, that they were able to bring playoff baseball back to Philadelphia starting in 2007 when Charlie Manuel was there. But ever since then, ever since that loss when they went 162, which was an incredible year, and the Phillies were in 2011, and Phillies were expected to be the team to win it that year, things have just gone downhill for the Phillies since.
Correct.
They think about the year that they had all that pitching that they had in 2011 when they had Cole Hamels and they had Roy Halladay, Roy Oswalt, Cliff Lee. They were expected to be just one of those teams that was going to be so tough to beat in 2011 that nothing could stop them and that they could go to the World Series. But they lose to St. Louis, and the Cardinals were just an amazing surprise because they were able to beat the Phillies and really shock them. Upsetting the Phillies was really surprising.
Upsetting the Phillies was really surprising, huh?
Upsetting, Yeah, it was. For the Cardinals to go and upset them in the 2011 National League Divisional Series. And I remember talking with Double A and how Double A was just saying, don't even talk to me, Sean. I'm so fed up with the Phillies. It's just despicable. And I know that he has been saying it's been pretty disappointing right now for Philadelphia Philly fans. So the Phillies need to do one thing. They got to clean house, and they got to look to next year. They got to fix their team up.
Yeah, hook their team up.
Ruben Amaro Jr., of course, he replaced Pat Gillick, who retired after the Phillies won the 2008 World Series and took over as team president last year. Amaro previously served 10 years, Jeff, as the assistant general manager for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Really?
Yeah. My question to you, Jeff, is where do you think the Phillies go from here? What's your thoughts?
Like you said, they're starting over. Right?
Pretty much.
Like you said, they're starting over, so you know what I mean?
Pretty much the way the Phillies are right now. And, of course, the Phillies, though, in 08, when they lost in 07, I kind of had a feeling the Phillies were on a big mission to win that World Series, and they did. And, of course, now it's been 7 years, and, of course, since the last championship in Philadelphia. Ruben Amaro, who is 50 years old, rose from Team Bat Boy in 1980 to 1983 to playing for the Phillies for 5 seasons in the 1990s. He guided the Phillies to the 2009 National League pennant and division titles and 3 division titles. Quote, the Phillies ownership fully supports Andy's decision not to extend Ruben Amaro's contract. That's what co-owner John Middleton said in a statement. Quote, as a group, we have tremendous respect for Ruben, who has been a significant contributor to this organization. This decision is about taking the club in a new direction, and that will be facilitated by new leadership. And that's what you have to do. You have to start putting this year behind you and preparing for 2016. But hard to say where the Phillies will be in 2016, what their lineup will be, Jeff, and what the pitching will be like.
Right. It's going to be hard to say. It's going to be hard to say. And you know what? I don't see them making playoffs for a couple of years. Unless they make some drastic moves, you know?
And they really clean house, and they really fix their team. Hey, Frank, good to see you. And, Frank, I'll probably want to hear your little perspective about this, too, about the Phillies being the worst in the majors and dismissing general manager Ruben Amaro Jr.
Well, yeah, it was kind of funny. I was watching that on Periscope. I couldn't believe I was watching that go down on Periscope. It was kind of funny as all heck, man. You know?
And with September being here, we can talk maybe a little bit with Josh and Frank about this. They have a list, ladies and gentlemen, on our next story at 55 minutes after the hour with September coming for baseball and teams that have had worse collapses, and they've got a list, starting with the Texas Rangers. The Rangers had a 5-game lead against the A's in 2012, 9 to play and 4 games in front with 6 left. Heading to Oakland for a season-ending 3-game series, they were still 2 games up, 1 win in the American League West, which they had led since the 4th game of the season, would be theirs. What could go wrong? The Rangers went 2-7 in the last 9 games.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so they have got a list, and they've said the Mets have to be careful, the Yankees have to be careful. Next, the 2011 Boston Red Sox entered September with a 1.5-game lead over the Yankees in the American League East and a 9-game advantage on third-place Tampa Bay for the wild card. What happened? Very simple. The Red Sox went 7-20 in the month of September, which was one of the worst collapses in sports history, blowing the game to the Orioles. They won 14-0 as a way to give them motivation. But after that, the Red Sox were a disastrous team, right down the most horrifying and traumatic defeat again for the Red Sox, which was 2011. The Atlanta Braves were another team in 2011 that added to that list of September collapses. The Braves, of course, lost on the final night just like the Red Sox did, blowing the game to the Philadelphia Phillies in a game they had control. They lost that and were booted out, and the Cardinals were the surprise team that year. The Tigers were another team, Jeff, in 2009. The Tigers increased their lead in the AL Central to a season-high 7 games over the Twins. They blew that and lost to the Minnesota Twins in the 1-game playoff in 2009. So with the list that they have, it's understandable that when you look at it, Jeff, that there have been teams right now that realize they have these big leads and they think they got it all wrapped up. One of the things I've always said is it's not over until the last man is out. So let's just see what happens. A lot of things can happen in the next, after this week, with like 3 weeks left to go, 4 weeks left to go in the season.
Right. Listen. Nothing important's gonna happen with them anyway. You know?
Right.
So.
And and anything can happen during this time when you're getting right down the final stretch for Major League Baseball. Because, like I said, I've been through it. I knew exactly what 2011 was like. Did I hate it? Yeah, it sucked. There was nothing I could do, but it wasn't the end of the world. But it stunk for a long time, blowing that lead. So I'm just glad, but it didn't take long for them to kind of put that whole thing to bed, which was 2013. I know I can't live in the past.
No. Hey, let's run to our top of the hour break. We'll bring the boys in, and we'll have some fun on the other side of this break. You're listening to Jeff Escow and Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family. We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too.
Don't wait until it's too late. Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Have a question for Sean or Jeff? Tweet them now at Sports World Radio or on Facebook at Sports World Radio.
All I want is to be loved. All I want is you.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. 6 o'clock on the East, 3 o'clock on the West. And if you live in the Central,
figure it out. Beat you.
There you go. All right.
Beat you.
All right, boys. Where are we going?
All right, we continue with this thing about September coming, for baseball collapses. We've talked about the Red Sox. We've talked about the Braves. We'll get to a little bit of 9/11 with you, Frank, since you're not going to be here tomorrow. The Detroit Tigers was another team in 2009 which blew the lead. How about this one? Another collapse that has really been painful for Met fans. The 2007 New York Mets, they had a 7-game lead against the Philadelphia Phillies with 17 games left to play. What ended up happening? The Phillies got hot, and the Mets blew that 7-game lead. Do you remember that, Gosh and Frank?
Of course I remember it.
And, of course, that was the year after the Mets and the Cardinals played in that memorable NLCS. And I think a lot of people thought, well, you know what, after the Mets had lost the pennant to the Cardinals, that, the Mets, this is going to be a team to be reckoned with. They'll be back next year. Sure enough, that devastated them. And it's only now that the Mets have returned to contention.
Next.
Another one was the 2004 Oakland Athletics. They went 3-6 in their final 9 games and were outscored 46-25. I do remember that, and it came down to the final weekend series, and the Angels won 2 games. That's all they needed, and they knocked out Oakland and the A's. That was painful for them.
And of course, remember, this was the point. This was the period in which Billy Beane was starting to implement the use of sabermetrics. Remember, at that point, that was where, because I've seen Moneyball. I don't know if you guys have you seen Moneyball?
Yep, I've seen parts of Moneyball.
I got it. I have it. It was given to me as a Christmas gift DVD a few years back. But
yeah, and that was a tough one for Oakland. And the A's, think about the Oakland A's, Josh and Frank. If you look at the Oakland A's, they have been a team that has had these good teams. They have good years. They make the playoffs, but seems like something doesn't click. Like they just can't ever get past Game 5 of the ALDS with their history. Or of course, 2006 they went to the ALCS and got swept by Detroit. But Oakland has been one of those teams that always gets there and just ends up losing in heartbreak. And I have a friend of mine who's an A's fan who just gets crushed about it.
Let me ask you, why do collapses happen? Why do you think? I have a take on it, but I want to hear what you guys have to say.
Because it happens.
Yeah,
okay, but why?
It happens in every league.
All right, but as far as baseball, it's a 162-game season, Hump.
Well, you want my answer? I say, Jeff, Josh, and Frank, the reason why a collapse happens, maybe it's overconfidence. Maybe players feel like, oh, we got this thing wrapped up. We got this big lead. We got nothing to lose. And then, boom, they start losing, and other teams start getting hot. That's how I felt in 2011 when the Red Sox had that big 9-game lead. I felt pretty good about the way the team was going, and then they started losing almost every night continuously. And I said, "Wait a minute, red flag! There's something going on here." And then they started losing, and it was that was really devastating. I say that the 2011 one was the worst for me.
I think some teams I think some teams just don't have enough when it comes to having any gas left in the tank. Let's understand, this is 162 games. You're playing baseball for 6 full months.
Too many games.
Too many games. Well, you know what? There's talk of maybe going back to 154 games, at least.
That doesn't change anything. There shouldn't be more than 100 games. End of story.
I think you would want to see it 81 games, right?
Jeff, did you have something to add?
Too many games. Listen, I don't think they need to lower the games. I like it.
I like it the way it is.
It's always been like that.
They need to get in the routine, gentlemen, of putting the season and getting it done in late September. Next year, I talked with Josh about this on our Skype conference call, that he and I always do a good job so we can prep for the show. I said, hey, Josh, next year's baseball schedule is out. And Josh couldn't believe. I told him, how about this? Red Sox and everybody else, the season goes all the way to October 2nd. I'm sick and tired of it. Quit playing games into early October. October is the playoff month.
This will never happen, but you know what I would love to see? And I'm sure Jeff remembers it, too, vaguely. I don't know, Jeff, if you remember it vaguely, but what about the Sunday doubleheaders?
I missed that, man.
I think the Sunday doubleheaders should be brought back. Of course, the dollar speaks. Oh, come on, you would love it, Hump.
I'm so tired of the phrase, oh, this needs to come back, this needs to come back. You know what's wrong with baseball? They're stuck in the past.
How are they stuck in the
past?
past?
Move on to the future.
Wait. How are they stuck in the past?
Baseball is called the national pastime, right?
That's
America's
right.
pastime?
That national pastime, yep.
Go ahead.
Why you think nobody cares about baseball anymore? The presentation's outdated. The players are not interesting. I'm not an advocate for steroids. I'm not, but that was the most interesting point of baseball.
You're right.
No matter
it was.
So the issue is people complain the game's too long. You have players go from one pitch and need a 3-minute break before they go to the next sense.
I'm with you. I am with you 100%.
It's outdated.
Josh. I am with you 100%. I think what Josh is talking about here, and I agree with him 100%. Major League Baseball has had the problem the last few years, and with all due respect to you, Sean, But Big Papa Poppy, David Ortiz, he's part of the problem as far as Major League Baseball goes.
Oh,
It's
man.
the reason why the game is too long. Major League Baseball needs to find ways to speed up the game. Rob Manfred, I think, is trying. But if this isn't working, you got to try something else. I agree
Correct.
with you, Josh. The game needs to be sped up. Yes, sir, it does.
It does, and it needs to be corrected, and it needs to be fixed, and we cannot be playing regular season games into early October because it doesn't make any sense. And I look at how sad it is that baseball has to go all the way to October 4th. Another collapse that happened. We get back to the collapses in sports history.
Mm-hmm.
The 1995 California Angels. On August 20th, they led the Rangers by 9.5 games and the Mariners by 12.5. Entering September, the lead was still comfortable, 7.5 games over both clubs. What could go wrong? Well, what happened is the Angels lost 9 in a row in late August and early September, and then 9 in a row from September 13th to the 23rd. Manager Marcel Lachman used a 4-man rotation of Chuck Finley, Mark Langston, Jim Abbott, and Sean Buski in September, and the starters went 7-14. And that's the other thing that happens with collapses when I've been reading this story is that you want pitchers to pitch big games for you. You want aces to do their job. Sometimes the aces get really tired and they start blowing games. That's how I noticed it with 2011 and with all the other big starting pitchers, too.
You know, people talk about that collapse involving the California Angels. I think what's overlooked here is the collapse itself, because what people want to talk about is how the Seattle Mariners were able to get into the postseason, a la a memorable postseason, having knocked off the New York Yankees. That's what people want to talk about and how that really saved baseball in Seattle. Because
the way I look at it, if you look at that Mariner team, the Mariners, even when I'm a lifelong Red Sox fan, I could tell you that the Mariners had some great teams in the 90s. They had Lou Piniella, who was their manager, and of course the guy that is big around here that people still talk about was Ken Griffey Jr.
Of course, when you think of baseball in Seattle, when you think of the Seattle Mariners, you think of Ken Griffey Jr. Because he was the first player in the history of that franchise to bring star power. Before that, you didn't have the star power. You didn't have anybody in which you could market the Seattle Mariners to. But Ken Griffey Jr. comes around in 1989. Shortly after that, boom, you got somebody to market. You got the star power that you need in Seattle.
And speaking of it, 10 minutes after the hour here, we have a good memory here, too. The Phillies, I believe they overtook the Braves or something. They won the NL East, and they went to the World Series to take on the Phillies. And speaking of the Mariners, of course, there was the 2001 Mariners. And as you all know, ladies and gentlemen, not going to mention too much, Jeff, because I know tomorrow we'll probably have a tribute to everybody who lost their lives. But, Frank, you won't be here. Tomorrow, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is the 14th anniversary of 9/11. And a lot of things have definitely changed in the sports world. And, Frank, ever since you joined us last year, you've always talked about how much 9/11 made an impact. If you look at the Mariners, they were the best team in baseball that entire year, winning the most games than any other MLB team. And then, of course, they ended up losing to the Yankees, which I think the whole country wanted after the brutal and horrible attacks ever on American soil.
Wasn't that an interesting summer 2001 in Seattle? Because you had this great Mariner team during the regular season, and, of course, you had a young Alex Rodriguez at the time. But what about the fact, too, that they hosted the All-Star game? I'm telling you, Seattle, and that was the early years of Safeco Field, it was really a great summer to be in the Pacific Northwest. It really was.
That came at the time that the Mariners, they had just built Safeco Field. I think it was in 2000 because I left the
99. No, they moved in the midway through the 99 season.
Yeah, okay. So,
Close enough.
They moved out of the Kingdome, and that was a big thing for the Seattle Mariners to get outside and play. But 2001 was a great year for baseball. When you look at it, you had the Mariners who had the most wins in baseball. Although it ended in heartbreak for Mariner fans. I still have people here who still talk about that, Josh and Frank, about them losing that. You had Barry Bonds hitting 73 home runs, breaking McGwire's record, even though a lot of people said that came down to the performance-enhancing drugs that did that. And then, of course, you had one of the all-time classics, one of the emotional World Series, the Diamondbacks and the Yankees. And I tell you, the fact that the Yankees made it to the postseason that was a defining moment for baseball. That really healed the city of New York up very quickly after the sad events of 9/11.
You know, I was thinking about, as far as that 2001 World Series, just how great it was, considering that you had the Arizona Diamondbacks, these two magnificent pitchers here, the perfect 1-2 combination, and Randy Johnson and Kurt Schilling, and it goes 7 games with Alex Gonzalez coming through with the game-winning hit.
Luis
Gonzalez,
yeah.
pardon me. I'm thinking of Alex Gonzalez, formerly of the Cubs. Actually, Luis Gonzalez was a Cub during the 96 season himself. But just how great that season was, but also capping off with a great 7-game World Series. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, 2001 is one of the more memorable baseball seasons we've ever had.
And Derek Jeter, I remember when you think about it being 14 years ago tomorrow, I remember Derek Jeter, one of the things that he said, he goes, we should not be playing baseball the rest. We needed sports, though, to heal everybody. And for a while, we didn't have sports. We had no NFL. We had no MLB. The NHL was on delay for a while, and then, of course, the NBA. But we needed it, and sports really tried to bring everybody together.
And the Cubs were in contention in September.
The Red Sox, I remember it like yesterday. They were a team that was in contention for a while. Nomar Garciaparra came back. Then they fired Jimmy Williams. They were out of the pennant race, and it ended poorly. And I said, I just can't wait for 2002 to get here. But 2001 was a good year, but it was also an emotional year for baseball. No question about it. And the NFL, same thing. Go ahead, Josh.
I think the 2001 series between the Yankees and Diamondback was the last interesting series as far as the mainstream is concerned out of all sports. Because you have series that are, okay, we'll check it out. It's the finals. We watch it every year. But did it have any emotional investment into it? I haven't seen a series, and it's kind of crazy. I was 7 years old when that World Series happened in 2001, and I haven't seen a series, no matter if it was the NFL or the NBA or whatever, that was that emotionally investing. And it's with two teams that I didn't get two fake news about that year.
Right. You know something? Last year's World Series between Kansas City and the Giants, I really enjoyed that World Series because Kansas City hasn't been in it for a long time. Mm-hmm. You know, so I enjoy and living out there in Kansas City a couple of years back, I kind of got a little invested in last year's World Series. But I haven't been like that for a long time.
And before we go to commercial break, gentlemen, you know, the way I look at it is that the 2000s, even after 9/11, was a great decade for baseball. You saw rivalries renewed. You saw the Red Sox and the Yankees being renewed. And, of course, I think I was heavily invested, too, especially in 2004 when they won. And then, of course, Josh, you know, the White Sox winning in 2005. I mean, you know, there were some – that's what made baseball such a special time in the 2000s. Same thing for the NFL. You know, sports really picked up the country a lot after 9/11. We needed that.
Hey, let's run to a quarter-hour break. You listen to Jeff Escow, Showman, Josh Lopez, and Frank Sprinkle on
SportsWorld Radio.
We'll be right back.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hello there. I'm a famous actor. Pretty sure you know who I am. And when I want to know what's going on in the sports world, I tune into Sports World Radio.
Oh, you got me that time. Welcome back to Jeff. You got me that time. Damn, I waited too long. I waited too long. Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Eskow Show, man, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. Damn it. Usually you don't get to hear the Louisville because I've been playing around with him, but he outplayed me that one. He outplayed me that time. Dag nabbit. Instead of waiting, I should have just done it right away. Yeah, now I got to fake you out next time when we come back. Hey.
All right.
Look, see?
That time, right, buddy?
Look, Josh on the chat room. Shabu, he got Louisville. See? He heard it. He heard it. All right, Shawnee, go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's that time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Skippy Bayless Bath Shower.
All right.
Get the aftershocks ready there.
Let's start the blasphemy right now. Skippy Bayless said that Tony Romo will be even better than he was last season, and starting with Game 5, the Dallas D will be significantly better than last year.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Starting with Game 5?
Uh-huh.
What's the matter with Game 1?
Yeah, exactly.
So in other words, you're going to go 0-5 before the defense starts to play?
Wow, Skippy, you even make sense.
Dumbass.
That may get you a wild card spot. I don't think that's going to win you the division.
I'll tell you something right now, Skippy. You go 0-5, you might as well kiss the playoffs goodbye.
Kiss the division goodbye.
Skippy Bayless said tonight, Brady 34, Steelers 24. Brady/Gronk take it out on the Steelers, who said they can rough up, slow down Gronk. Good luck with that.
I just want to beat Wes in a congratulatory bet.
Any comments? I could get 2 fake news about this game tonight. I'll be covering SmackDown for WrestleZone.
I think it's going to be a little more lopsided than that.
The game starts at what, 5:30 our time?
Correct.
5:30 Sean and our time?
NBC,
yeah.
Jeff.
Yes, NBC, because you know what I'm going to be watching at 6 o'clock my time on my computer. Right?
Yep.
At 6 o'clock my time on my computer is going to be going Big Brother. Huh?
Oh, hey, you got to be happy that the preseason is over because no more charges can be preempted.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, see what's going to happen now is starting next week. Next Thursday is the first CBS game on Thursday night, right?
Yeah, CBS NFL Network,
right.
Josh.
So what they're gonna do is they're gonna move Big Brother over to Wednesday nights.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do.
All right, let's get to the next quote, folks. Skippy Bayless said that mine. Dallas Cowboys will beat the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship game.
I don't know what's more crazy, that or Jim Miller saying that the Lions are going to beat the Cowboys in the NFC Championship.
I wonder what's more crazy, the fact that he thinks the Cowboys are going to even be in the Super Bowl, or the fact either of those teams are going to be in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, the fact that he thinks
Scratch my ass.
Right, the fact that he thinks that the Cowboys are going to be in the NFC Championship game when they're going to start the season 0-5 is crazy.
Unless they get a wild card.
Because he just said that their defense ain't going to start coming into work until at least week 5. So that means they're going to be 0-5, right? So you're talking out of both sides of your mouth there, you jackass.
Wait, why isn't the defense going to show up? Well, I'll tell you what, isn't that bad on Jason Garrett if you don't have the defense showing up until then you know what? He should be fired already.
I think he's nimrotic for saying that both the Packers and the Cowboys are going to be in the NFC Championship
When is
game.
their bye
Come
week?
on now.
When are the Cowboys bye week?
Let's check that out.
I'll take a look at it right now.
Yeah, go ahead, Sean. Go ahead, Sean.
Isn't
Get
it?
that
All right, let's get
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't it week 5?
Cowboys bye is week number 6.
6.
Oh, so it is after the first 5 games, according to Skip Bayless.
Exact. That's why he said what he said.
And then they'll come alive, and then they'll thump the Giants in New York, and then they'll be 0-6 when they.
Yeah, lots of love.
So that means, according to Skip Bayless, Jeff, the Giants will win on Sunday night.
Correct.
Jeff's just sitting there shaking his
Correct.
head with Skippy.
Correct.
Skippy Bayless said that
Here we go again.
my New York Giants are going to get whooped this Sunday night.
So why do you call them your New York Giants if you say they're going to get whooped?
And Skippy, I got to red flag you on this situation. Because let me say this. You picked them to go 0-5, and then you flip-flop and say that the defense will... Oh, my God. You're a flip-flopper.
The only thing I'm worried about with the New York Giants is their secondary.
There's a report going out saying that Floyd Mayweather used a Ban IV.
Yes.
I think it's called the Ban IV before the Pacquiao fight.
Correct.
Any comments on it?
It didn't do anything. It didn't help
That
him.
that doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I didn't have to pay $100 for it. I watch it for free.
That's a waste of money.
What do you mean? I watch it for free, dude.
I know. I'm just saying for anybody that did pay $100.
I am not. I didn't pay $100. I watched it on my computer, and I am not even going over to that special website that we have that Frank gave me to watch the fight. I've never watched the Mayweather fight except for that Pacquiao fight, and I never will.
Hey, you want entertaining action? Tune in to NFL Real Talk this Saturday. We'll go at it over our picks.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Freaking humps.
Yeah, we already have one for today.
Well, Frank, have you jumped in the league yet?
Yes, I did, and I made my first pick for tonight.
I don't see you in there, buddy.
I just did.
Refresh, hump.
I did.
Jeez, Louise.
I did. I refreshed. I still see Kenny at the bottom.
Humpity hump up. All right, let's go to the next clip. Skippy Bayless said it, man. My New York Yankees will win the AL East.
Oh, yeah, sure. The Yankees are all banged up, and that's what you'd say. What an idiot.
Skippy Bayless said that, man. My Chicago Cubs will miss the second wild card. They will not play in the play-in game.
Disagree.
I disagree. Totally 100% disagree.
Disagree. Jeez.
All right, let's get to the next one. Skippy Bayless said that my New York Knicks should trade Carmelo Anthony to the Phoenix Suns for Markieff Morris.
Yeah,
Three
lots of
straight
love.
mice for New York.
Yeah, I want
Keep it
that.
coming.
Yeah, I want that prima donna on my team. It's better enough I got freaking Carmelo Anthony, one prima donna. I don't need another one.
Well, come on, Jeff. He has a fine for defamation to the team.
Well, he's got a problem anyway because he doesn't like to. He's disgruntled right now that he's with Phoenix and his brother's not.
Yeah.
So sorry, suck this.
Skippy Bayless said that the St. Louis Cardinals should be ashamed of themselves losing to the Chicago Cubs at home.
They won yesterday.
Well, they lost the series.
I know
That
they
was his
lost the series.
Sean, anything?
Oh, gosh, Skippy, you're so full of crap. I'm just sitting there laughing away.
Skippy Bayless said that my Philadelphia Eagles made a massive mistake letting go of Tim Tebow, but it will be nice seeing Tim Tebow on the SEC network at my alma mater, Vanderbilt.
What do you say to that, Jeff?
I say, Skippy, I told you so. That's what I say. Skippy, I told you so. Who was right and who was wrong? I was, and you were wrong, bitch.
You the man.
Skippy Bayless said that if now I got the word if right there.
Yeah.
Don't forget, folks. Skippy Bayless said that if Aaron Rodgers is the self-professed best quarterback in the league, he better prove it this Sunday.
Gosh, again? Wow. Him running his mouth. Wow.
You better prove it this Sunday. Why? Going up against a mediocre Bears defense?
You know what?
Josh,
You know something? If the Packers lose Sunday, and he's just going to rip Aaron Rodgers left to right.
How do we know it's a mediocre defense? It's a new defense. We haven't seen it yet.
Well, hopefully it's pretty darn good.
Correct.
You can't come off of assumptions. We got to see them play first.
Well, mediocre based on what I saw last year.
Yeah, that's last year with a totally different unit.
I think I'm pretty confident about the offense. We'll see. It's going to be great on Sunday.
I still want you two
Go ahead, Jim.
schmucks to come out here for the Charger Chicago game.
Mm-hmm.
And then
talk about that. Go ahead.
Before you get there, Josh, I have to mention this too. Mike McCarthy will run his mouth and say, "See, he told you the Packers were going to thump the Bears."
Yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Skibby Bayless said that mine.
What happened there, Josh?
I lost my screen.
That shocking got you all discombobulated.
Yeah, got me. Yeah,
dude, how many times have we shot Skip already?
Skibby Bayless said that my Boston Red Sox should consider letting go of Pablo and David Ortiz.
Yeah.
No.
They need a new. No. He said the Red Sox need a new business strategy.
Yeah, get rid of.
So stupid. Come on, you don't let go of Ortiz.
Yeah,
the guy's going to be close to hitting 500 career home runs. The Red Sox, you dumb idiot.
Get rid of the fat bastard 1 and 2.
No.
Dude, I'm in better shape.
Yes.
And Pablo Sandoval just signed, remember, last year, a 5-year contract. He has 4 more years left.
So what?
So what? Remember the bathroom at Turner Field?
Yes, I know. Hey, let's run to our update and commercial break, and we'll continue the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour when we come back. You're listening to Jeff Escow and Sean Mann. Wait a second. We got the update. This update is brought to you by JockJournal.com. Head on over to JockJournal.com and get all your NFL news with all your opinions and discussions over there on JockJournal.com. Take it away, Josh Lopez, with the final update of the day.
Thank you, Jeff and Sean and Frank, everybody here for Sports World Radio on a Thursday, September 10th, 2015. Hope everybody's enjoying the show so far. Don't forget, we got the NFL Real Talk returning on Saturday, where me, Frank, Sean, and Jeff will make our picks for Week 1 of the 2015 NFL season. Right now, let's take a look at the baseball scores. Yes, there's a few slated baseball games tonight. The Mariners beat the Rangers 5-0, and the Rockies beat the Padres in San Diego 4-3. The Brewers defeated the Pittsburgh Pirates 3-0. There's 0-0 scores in Philly, as there's rain delays in Philly and Atlanta. The Reds is bound first 0-0 tie with the Cardinals, and then the Tigers are taking on the Indians. There was a major re-signing in the NFL as the Carolina Panthers gave Luke Kuechly $64 million. Also, don't forget, tonight is the return of football as the New England Deflatriots take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Get those dreaded traits and those deflated footballs out there, ladies and gentlemen. And that's a wrap for this update. This update's been brought to you by JockJournal.com. Make sure you go to JockJournal.com/SWR or go to SportsWorldRadio.com and join our chat room right there. We'll be back with the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour after this segment.
Sports World Radio, the fastest 2 hours of sports talk on the internet with Jeff Escow and Sean Mann. We'll be right back.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family. We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too. Don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
She asked me maybe if I could share her sorrow for all the men that tried to treat her wrong. You're just a baby awaiting her tomorrow. It's rock me baby all night long. She needs an answer to her confusion. So once again,
Sports World Radio, Jeff Escow, Shaw Man, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on Sports World Radio. We're having a conundrum over here.
That's a new word I never heard of.
Yeah, well, we're trying to figure out how to get – Frank is trying to figure out how to get into our freaking Pick'em League.
I got
a skebuddle here.
Yeah, he's kind of reminding me of Sean.
Dude, Sean's more intelligent than I am.
Hey, that was a long time ago. You got to build a bridge and get over it, Jeff.
Yeah, Sean's smarter than I am.
Well, not when he first tried to join our baseball league. You should have seen that, man. That was a debacle and a half there.
What do you think I'm talking? The only thing I know how to talk about is sports and how bad the WWE is.
But that was 8 years ago, so now he's doing much better.
Let's see.
6 years ago.
6 years ago. So now he can get into all our leagues now. He kind of figured everything out. It's about freaking time.
I tried. Nobody's perfect.
No, Lord knows I'm far from perfect. Oh, Lord knows I'm far from it.
Yes, we know that. We know that. All right, let's get back to the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour.
Woohoo!
Alrighty. Skippy Bayless said that mine. Said that my Seattle Seahawks are going to be an absolute joke and a half this year.
I think they'll be pretty darn good.
Sean?
They'll be good.
Jeff?
Well, what do I got them set at? 13-2? Or 13-3? 14-2? So, come on.
Sean, what was my record for the Seahawks, by the way?
Let me go open it. I'll find it for the standings. All right. Hold on.
You got to make them work for it, man.
You got to have that stuff with you, buddy.
Yeah, got to make them work for it, man.
All right. There we go. Let's see. I'm looking at Jeff right now. In the NFC West, Jeff Escow has picked the Seattle Seahawks to be 13-3.
That's a joke and a half. Next.
Why is that a joke and a half, Josh, before I pull your record up?
Just pull the record up.
Okay, NFC West. Me, I picked the Seahawks to be 14-2. Josh Lopez picked the Seattle Seahawks to be 9-7. What is with you? Why 9-7?
Because he's got hatred for them.
Dude, because he said so. What's your problem, dude?
That's the bottom line, because I said so.
He's got hatred.
It was actually better to watch back then, dude.
Yeah,
he's got hatred.
It's your opinion.
Jeez.
Let's go to the next quote. Skippy Bayless.
Because Snow said so?
No. Skippy Bayless said, right now TNA is far better than anybody in ECW did.
Oh, wait. ECW, what year are we talking about? Are we talking about ECW from 1990?
He didn't say any specific era. He just said it's better in general.
Dude, ECW wasn't about wrestling. It was pretty much about brawling and pretty much everybody there getting drunk.
That's what his point was, though. He said that TNA does real wrestling. ECW is just a bunch of idiots hitting each other with weapons.
Yeah, you know what? I actually love that type of entertainment.
Skippy Bayless said that He said that my Cleveland Cavaliers are going to teach everybody a lesson in the NBA this season of what a real team is.
Hey, Jeff, I hope that boycott will sting the Cavaliers bad so Skippy can be quiet.
Anybody
lots
else?
of luck with that.
Skippy Bayless, Roger Goodell should be given a third chance after this Deflategate controversy.
You're full of crap.
Wait, give it a third chance? What? Was that
Well,
Roger Goodell?
the second chance was the Adrian Peterson, Ray Rice.
Oh, Ray Rice. Okay, yeah. Well, he's a commissioner, and I don't like it myself, but
You
Go
are
ahead, Sean.
full of crap, Skippy. If you think that Roger Goodell deserves a third chance, you're out of your blessed mind. The guy screwed up. He doesn't know how to handle disciplinary action very well.
It's kind of like Frank doesn't know how to join a freaking pick'em league.
hey, you know what? You're talking to a guy that used to be a special ed student.
Well, get in there. What you doing, Frank? Get on in the pick'em. What the heck, man?
I'm trying, dude.
He's trying. He's still trying to figure it out, Sean. It kind of reminds me of you.
Skippy Bayless said that Skippy Bayless said his bold prediction for today is that Drew Brees will throw 30 interceptions.
Yeah,
this year.
Shaba. Okay, that's Joel Shaba's deal. I like that. Shaba says that the Saints are going to go 11-5. They'll slip a little bit, but they're still the best out west.
No, you said the Seahawks.
Oh, I'm sorry, Seahawks. I'm sorry. You're correct.
How about that, Sean? 30 interceptions for Drew Brees.
Oh, jeez.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised if Tony Romo throws 30 interceptions. Because they're
This is going to be an interesting year for Drew Brees.
Because they're going to count on him to throw the ball more than they did last year because they ain't going to have a running game this year.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to have to throw the ball more. So with that being said, I wouldn't be shocked if Tony Romo has 30 interceptions.
Skippy Bayless said he would beat Sting in a minute and a half.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
It would take a minute and a half. It would even take a minute and a half for Steen to beat Skip.
Okay, whatever.
The typical Skippy Bayless bragging. That's how you are.
First of all, it's going to take Skippy 5 to 10 minutes to get into the ring because you're going to be scared shitless.
Skippy Bayless said that LeBron James should be in every sports movie next year.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Josh, get ready for Space Jam 2 coming out next year.
I ain't watching that
Hey, wasn't this Space Jam 2? Wait, hold on. Wasn't this this is Space Jam 2 with LeBron, right?
Yes. Didn't you go to the first Space Jam movie there, Frank?
Of course. It was a Saturday afternoon. My dad took me to see it.
Oh, Jesus.
Of course.
There's no way in hell I'm seeing the second one. I didn't see the first one. I ain't watching the second one.
That's great. Skippy Bayless said he should be the manager of the New Day.
Shut up.
You should be the manager of the New Day. This way I can watch you get your head ripped off.
Any takers for Skip Bayless through a table?
Yeah, me. About 100 times.
Can it be flaming tables?
Yeah, flaming tables about 100 times. Let the Dudley boys knock them right through it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Skip Bayless said that He said that my San Diego Chargers will lose to the Detroit Lions this Sunday.
See, I have a problem when you put the word "my" in front of a team and then you turn around and say they're going to lose. The objective.
Come on, Jeff. He's trying to be objective here.
The objective is when you put the word "my" in front of a team, you're talking about your team, so therefore they're going to win.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Skippy Bayless said that he's a big fan of First Take as this is a general sports show because he feels him and Stephen A. Smith tell the truth when it comes to sports.
No, you don't.
You still think already once.
You still think that freaking Tony Romo played in the first preseason game.
Jesus Christ.
You know what, dude? The guy thinks, listen, he honestly thinks he could beat Steen. That's delusional.
If you think you're such a good sports guy, then step up to the plate and let's have the debate, you jackass.
Come on, Jeff. You don't see the genius of Skippy?
No, I
Dude,
don't.
then I want to see him wrestle Steen then, too. Can we have a question? Can we have first the debate and then he wrestles Steen after that?
Every time I hear somebody call him Skippy, I think of my friend's dog.
I think it's Skippy. Dude, you know what? Isn't Skippy a peanut butter? That's what I think of.
I think of my friend's dog. Growing up, my friend had a dog named Skippy.
Oh, yeah, Skippy. Oh, yeah, Skippy Peanut Butter.
That's what I think of.
Skippy Bayless said that John Farrell ranks in the bottom of the coaching league in the MLB, and that he should be fired now.
It's managerial.
The guy has a few bad years, and you're saying he should be fired? The guy's got cancer, you stupid Skip Bayless.
Hey, settle down there, Grasshopper, because you're going to get more pissed off after this next quote.
No!
Skippy Bayless said that my Boston Bruins will lose 50 games this season.
You are full of it!
Skippy Bayless said that my Boston Celtics will be the 8th seed and will be swept by my Cleveland Cavaliers for the second straight year in a row.
It figures you would say something like that, Skippy. Oh, yeah, put them at the 8th seed. Then they play Cleveland, get swept. Oh, you stupid Nimrod.
Hey, who said that Cleveland was going to be in the first seed in the first place, jackass?
Yeah, really.
Oh, he did, because
Kevin Love's back with a bunch of old journeymen that should be in a retirement home.
And Kyrie Irving's not even going to play.
And Josh,
January.
Right.
And Josh, David Blatt is also head coach for another year.
Good deal.
Fred Hoiberg, a college basketball coach, will have a better record than David Blatt this year.
That's right. I agree with you on that.
All right, last Skippy call of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect timing for that last commercial break. Skippy Bayless said that my Las Vegas Aces will win the Stanley Cup in 2017.
I have a question. Is he going to create the Las Vegas Aces on the EA Sports NHL live game, dude?
Yes,
Probably, yeah.
Yes, he is.
And I challenge, and then you know what? I challenge Skip Bayless to a match in that game.
Mm-hmm.
You're the Los. I'll be the Blackhawks. You can be the Aces. I'll even let you have home ice.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff, get ready for a Stanley Cup in the gambling capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, you want to know? And you want to know who's going to be in the stands?
You are.
People who don't even know anything about the Las Vegas Aces.
And that's a wrap for the Skip Bayless Patch Hour. I have some more quotes for you
Dude,
tomorrow,
they'll be stoned. These are people going to be probably high, too.
I wonder, you know what? I wonder if they're going to allow you to bring drinks from hotels into the arena because, you know, you're allowed to walk around Vegas with drinks out in the public.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. Trust me.
Yeah,
I've heard stories about the bars pre and open almost 24
Yeah,
hours a day.
So I'm wondering if they're going to allow you to bring. I'm wondering if they're going to allow you to bring those tall, huge glasses into the arena. That should be interesting. Hey, we're going to run to our final break of the day. Listening to Jeff Escott, Sean Mann, Josh Lopez, and Frank Sprankle on
Sports
World Radio.
We'll be right back.
Jesus.
World Radio, the fastest 2 hours of sports talk on the internet with Jeff Escott and Sean Mann. We'll be right back.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family. We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too. Don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hello there. I'm a famous actor. Pretty sure you know who I am. And when I want to know what's going on in the sports world, I tune into Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow Show, man, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. All right, final segment of the show. It's our Thursday show. There is a game tonight, so we're going to give you a quick glimpse of what our Saturday show is going to be like here in our last segment of our Thursday show, because we got to pick for this game tonight, don't we, boys?
That's
correct.
what
Yes, sir.
Sean, introduce the game, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the correct saying for saying this, since I have to help Josh out with this, it'll be the 4-time defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Dude, you're on too many pixie sticks, dude.
I'm fired up and ready for the game, Frank.
And you know what the best part of it is? The first game tonight on Thursday night, it's his New England team, and he can't even watch the game.
What do you mean you can't watch the game?
Whistle me that one, Dixie boy.
He's got to go to.
Dude, you have a smartphone, don't you?
He's got to go to school.
I got a Patriots app on my phone. I can follow it when I.
Dude, you can watch a game live on your tablet or phone or whatever nowadays.
Patriots app. A
Yeah,
Patriots
I got a
app.
Patriots app on my phone.
So
that's ridiculous.
So every time the Patriots do something, it goes bleep bleep bleep.
That's right. Or
So-
somebody's going to tag me in something on Facebook, and
So
I'll
you
be like,
must have-
"Oh, sweet, yeah."
You must have got a lot of bleep 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 during the Deflategate situation, huh?
Dude, are you going to be like Homer Simpson in church? Are you going to be yelling out, "It's good," when actually, I don't know what this class is. What's this class?
All right, let's get in this bad boy. Let's see how Wes's team will prevail tonight. Who's going first?
Sean, you go first. No, you know what? Josh, you go first.
I think that the Pittsburgh Steelers defense is going to be a harbinger of why they will not make the playoffs this year. Hence the reason why I'm going with the Patriots in this game, 27-17.
Wow. I'll go next. Before I made my picks like 2 weeks ago. So before before we knew what was going on with Tom Brady, I picked the Steelers to win this game. But since Tom Brady is playing, I happen to agree with Josh. The Steelers' downfall this year will be their defense. I don't care how good their offensive plays. They're going to need defense to stop other teams. I don't think they got it. I'm taking New England in this game as well.
Sean? That's a bad question.
Oh, yeah. New England Patriots all day, every day. New England blows out Pittsburgh tonight. Hey, West, I will be looking forward to one thing after the game gets over. Your congratulatory bet that you'll be saying on Facebook for the entire public to see. New England has this game, and, of course, every time the Patriots do play the Steelers, Pittsburgh has had lots of trouble winning against the New England Patriots.
Hey, I'm saying this right now. Steelers win tomorrow. We will see GF6 show in the chat room tomorrow. I guarantee it.
Oh, shoot. That's the last thing I need. Yeah. Then he'll say, "Hey, Sean, how about the Pittsburgh Steelers beating the New England Patriots?" Gosh, I'll hate that.
Frank?
You know damn well that they win. He's showing up tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, and he's going to go right after me.
Hey, before we move on to my picks, Jeff, I think you might want to check the group.
Uh-oh.
It better be there, Frankster.
Big Cubby Win is in the group.
Get your picks made there, Frankster.
I just did. I just made my first pick. I'll take the other ones later. So I am officially in the group.
Yes.
Believe it or not, I have some manpower still left, or brain power still left in me.
As we talk about the matchup tonight, gentlemen, of these two teams 51 minutes after the hour, the question is, what do we see from both the Patriots and the Steelers this year? Josh, you said the defense doesn't look good. How do you guys look at Ben Roethlisberger? How do you think he looks this year?
I think he's winding down. I think he needs to change his scenery, by the way.
That guy is one of the toughest quarterbacks in all the league. Seriously. He may be the toughest.
You know, we got 20 people in our Pick'em League now. How great is that?
And I'm still kind of, Yeah, it's cool about the 20. But I'm just going to say this, too. With Mike Tomlin getting that extension, that still was a bit of a surprise. I would have thought that he would have been on the hot seat this year. But no, Mike Tomlin's still going to be there for a few more years.
Steelers coach on the hot seat. When was the last time we heard about a Steelers coach being on the hot seat?
Been years.
Aha!
You hit me with that. They had Chuck Noll, and then they had Bill Cowher, and Bill Cowher did a great job of turning the Steelers around, and then they made it to the Super Bowl in 2005. You know, when that was before he left, and then Mike Tomlin. So the Steelers have had great coaches, and then you go to the other side, the Patriots. You know, Tom Brady starts tonight. Everybody wonders, what will this reaction be? I'm sure the mood will be high because everybody's happy that he's going to be starting. Think about it. He could have easily been sitting out watching from home because of the 4-game suspension. But he was lucky. It all came down to what the judge decided.
I got to tell you this. Here's why I think the Patriots are not only going to win, but they're going to blow out the Steelers 34-14. That is my pick. But here's why. As a result of the judge's ruling that Tom Brady can play in this game as well as the other 2 games, or pardon me, the other 3 games, with the suspension now being null and void. Don't you understand psychologically that's got to give everybody in the Patriots locker room a huge boost?
It does, and
they're going to blow them out, Sean.
Because, Frank, the way I've looked at it is that like I pointed out many, many times on the show before, and I've said it with other people on Facebook or wherever, it's been a long 8 months. It's been a real long, brutal 8 months, and I'm just glad that this is over with and the team can just focus on playing football. And then hopefully the NFL will learn a big lesson from this, because even though they're appealing this, I still don't see them winning with the other judge. I don't see Brady still having to serve the 4 games in the later part of the season.
Here's my problem with the Patriots right now. It's like I hear all these media outlets saying, "Oh, watch out for the Patriots now because they're going to look for revenge after what they went through. Oh, my God, they played the victim, and they got to pass again like they did in 2007 with Spygate. And, oh, watch out for the Patriots. They're going to be dominant and on the hunt. They're going to be hunters this year." Scratch my ass. When's the last time a team repeated as Super Bowl champions?
Dallas Cowboys.
No,
Denver.
No, that was the New England Patriots, 2003 and 2004. The last time
it's been a long day for me.
I just don't see them being as dominant as everybody thinks they are. Okay, yeah, because they went through let's play the victim part because we have everything handed to us for the last 15 years. Yeah, so I'm supposed to be scared of the Patriots now. Scratch my ass.
Yeah, dude, you should be scared. You should be very fearful. The Patriots, dude, they're going to be in your dreams. It's going to be a nightmare. They're like the boogeyman, dude.
Yeah, I have to watch their team. Yeah, that is a nightmare already.
Dude, we're watching. Our team plays on. Our favorite NFL team plays on Sunday at high noon, dude.
Okay, here it is. Shaba says he's going 38-27, but I can't pick a winner. Don't usually root for either team, but he did pick the Steelers in our pick'em pool.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Shaba. You just want to get at me, don't you? But if you look at the way the Patriots are going to be this year, they will be a competitive team. They will be there. Everybody's asking, can they repeat? They can, but you got to remember, they've lost key pieces this offseason. It's going to depend on if Brady can stay healthy and get protection, and what was so bad about it is I ignored all the rumors last year after they played a horrible Monday night game against Kansas City. Then they went on a roll, and I said to every Patriot fan, calm down, relax. They're going to get on a roll. Everybody's going to see it. And they did, starting with the Sunday night game last year against Cincinnati. So New England may get off to a slow start, but they're going to be there, no question about it. I don't see anybody in the AFC East that can even challenge New England. And I know the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Bills are tired of always finishing behind New England. As long as Brady and Belichick are there, nobody can overtake them in that division.
Hey, Sean, do you have the NFL Network?
Yes, I do.
Did you see Do Your Job, the documentary about Bill Belichick giving unimpressive access? Did you see it, by the way?
No, I'll record it on a
DVR. Yeah, DVR. I'm going to tell you this. I know Bill Belichick has come under scrutiny for being shorted to the point after losses with the media. But I got to tell you, after seeing this documentary, do your job, which is Bill Belichick's memo here. I have a newfound respect for the guy. You want to know why? Because he gives you unimpressive access to the operation. It's just awesome. I'll tell you what. I'll be honest, Sean. I've developed a lot of great respect for Bill Belichick after watching this documentary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he allows access. He wants this game to be about the fans here.
Belichick is a good coach.
He is.
I think with Belichick, he just ignores whatever crap comes his way. And what I'm getting at, before we get ready to close the show, gentlemen, is that he had to deal with Spygate. He had to deal with painful Super Bowl losses to the Giants. He had to deal with Deflategate. It didn't seem to bother him. I like what he always would say at a press conference. Even this year, going back to July, he said, I believe that question's already been answered. We're focusing on the 2015 New England Patriots. And it's like he wanted to put all the allegations of the scandal behind him and the team because you have to focus on football. And Belichick he's been outstanding, and people years later will look at him as a guy that came to New England and turned that team around.
Can I find a trash can to throw up, please?
Yeah, I'm ready too.
We're blowing smoke up his ass
I'm
already.
ready too.
Jesus.
Hey, great coach. Great coach. Come on, Dynasty of the 2000s, and he won one last year.
Blah, blah, blah,
Hey, they could be the dynasty of this decade too. Who's won?
Hey, if he has to say, we're focusing on the 2015 Patriots every time somebody asks him a question, he's hiding something.
No, he's just tired of all the questions being asked about Deflategate.
That's his job. That's his.
That note,
you know what? As a head coach, that's his job, is to answer them, not do what he does.
Well, put him asleep. Put him aside. Come on.
On that note, we're getting the flock out of here. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us tonight. We really appreciate it. I hope you guys had fun. I know we did. We'll be back tomorrow for another edition of Sports World Radio. Until then, my friends, remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable.
Amen.
Peace out, everybody. For Sean Mann, Josh Lopez, Frank Sprankle, I'm Jeff Escow. This has been Sports World Radio.
Goodbye and have a great evening, and go Patriots!
Shut up, Skip and Bill.
Thanks for listening to Sports World Radio with your hosts, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann. Online at SportsWorldRadio.com. Sports World Radio, the equal opportunity ripper. We'll catch you next time.